Kids, welcome to Smarty Kids. I Thera. Welcome to you all to my channel Smarty Kids. Today we are talking about the second chapter of History Class 6, from hunting, gathering to growing food. So let's get started. It is a very interesting chapter, so you have to listen to it very carefully. So our first topic is the earliest people. Why were they on the move? So this topic is means sorry that why earliest people move from one place to another mostly. We describe people who lived in the subcontinent 2 million years ago as hunter gatherers. A question arises in your mind that what are hunter and gatherers? Hunter gatherers are the people who collect or gather food for growing food in their shelters in the earlier cities. Because they hunt wild animals, this is our second point, because they hunt wild animals, caught fish and birds, gathered fruits, roots, nuts, seeds, leaves, stalks, and eggs for their food. Hunter-gatherers move from place to place because of the following reasons. If they had stayed at one place for a long time, they would have eaten up all the available plants and animal resources. Animals move from place to place, so these people had to follow their movement for hunting purposes. People may have moved from season to season in search of different kinds of plants. People living on their banks would have search of water during the dry season from place to place. How do we know about these peoples? हम कैसे जानते हैं कि ये लोग हमारे कल्चर में रहते हैं? So let's talk about it. Archaeologists have found some of the things hunter-gatherers made and used. And you have also put in a question in your mind. What are archaeologists? Archaeologists, let me see once. Archaeologists are the people who study about past and dig into under the ground and take out the tools. These are called archaeologists. They made and used tools of stone, wood, and bone. Stone tools have survived best. Okay, so the tools are in the points. So let's read about it. Stone tools were used. Stone tools are very hard, so they used it to cut meat, bone. They cut the flesh, they cut the bone of the animals, scrap bark from tree and hide animal skin. Oh, this is also a point. Chop fruit and roots. They also chop fruits from it and roots also. Digging the ground to collect edible roots. They dig the ground and collect the edible roots. If they do with the hands, it is very impossible thing. Stitching clothes made out the animal skin. This is also a point. Stitching code. It is very popular and interesting point. If you tell to your teacher, he will praise you, because it is no teacher sorry no one concentrate on this point. It is very important, so you have to read it. Some may have been attached to handles of bones or wood to make spears and arrows for hunting. This is also a point. Other tools were used to chop wood for firing to make huts and tools. So this is the all about how do we know about these peoples. And so our next topic is, it is very interesting also, choosing a place to live in. So let's read about in content about it. Near to the sources of water such as rivers and lakes, people live there. Places where good quality of stone are easily available as it is important for hunting. Natural caves because they provide shelter from the rain, heat and wind. For example, Bhimbetka in present-day Madhya Pradesh is the old site with caves and rock shelters. So, now our next topic is rock painting and what they tell us. Painting on the walls of the caves by the earlier people is known as rock painting. These paintings show wild animals drawn with great accuracy and skill. Some of the best examples are from Madhya Pradesh and the southern part of Uttar Pradesh. So our next topic is sites. Have you understood the previous topic? Have you not? So please comment below in the section what you have not understood. So our next topic is sites. Places where the remains of things, tools, pots, buildings, etc. were found are known as sites. These were made used and left behind by people. Oh, these may be found on the surface of the earth, buried under the earth, or sometimes even under the water. So our next topic is finding about the fire. I'm very shocked that listening about this that the earliest people used fire. But today we are learning how they use fire. So traces of ash show that the people at that time have invented fire. Oh wow, yeah. It could have been used for many things as a source of light, to roast meat, to scare away animals. These about the how do we know about the fire and what are the reasons they used to burn fire. So our next topic is names and dates. We have divided our history into three periods: Paleolithic period, Neolithic period and Mesolithic period. Paleolithic period. Old Stone Age. Greek words paleo meaning old and lithos means stone. 2 million years ago, about 12,000 years ago, this long stretch of time is divided into lower, middle and upper Paleolithic. This long span of time covers 99% of human history. Okay, have you understood? Not? So please comment in the section. I will tell you. Neolithic, New Stone Age. Neo means new and lithos means stone, as we have read in the Paleolithic. 10,000 years ago to 6,000 years ago. Polished and sharp tools, advanced poetry. Okay, Neolithic is very advanced. Mesolithic, Middle Stone Age. Meso means middle and lithos means stone. So Middle Stone Age. 12,000 years ago till 10,000 years ago, environmental changes, tiny tools called microliths were found. Microliths were studied handles of bone or wood to make tools such and stickle. At the time, sometime elder variety continued to be in use. So these are the three stone ages. First is Paleolithic, which is also known as Old Stone Age. Neolithic, the New Stone Age. Mesolithic, the Middle Stone Age. So our next topic is Domestication. It is very important in the earliest people for hunter and gatherers. The process in which people grow plants and look after animals is known as domestication. People select plants and animals for domestication. They also select plants that yield large size grains and have strong stalks, capable or of bearing the weight of the ripe grains. Okay. Seeds from the selected and pre- preserved and shown. Some of the earliest plants to be domesticated were wheat and barley. Amongst animals, those are relatively gentle and selective for breeding. This is also a point. Gradually, domestication animals and plants become different from wild animals and plants. For example, the teeth and the horns of the wild animals are usually much larger than the domesticated animal. It began about 12,000 years ago. The earliest domesticated animals include some goats also. A changing in the environment. So let's read about it. Around 12,000 years ago, there was a major change in the in the climate of the world, which led to the development of grassland in many areas. This also led to an increase in the number of the animals that survived on the grass. So people start thinking about herding and rearing these animals. Fishing also became an important part for the people. The beginning of farming and herding. So, with the development of grassland, people come to know about growing wheat, barley, rice, different part of some continent. This is how they started practicing farming. People also attacked and then tame animals by leaving food for them near their shelters. The first animal to be tamed was the wild ancestor of the dog. Okay, we have listened to it. The animals such as sheep, goat, cattle, and also the pig lived in herds, and most of them ate grass. People encouraged animals that were gentle to come near the camps where they lived. People protect these animals from attack from wild animals. This is how they become herders. Our next topic is a new way of life. People had stayed in the same place for a long time looking after the plants, watering, weeding, driving away animals and birds till the grains ripe. Then they started thinking for storing the grains for food and seeds. They began making large clay pots or wove baskets or dug pits into the ground. Storing animals. Animals multiply naturally. They provide milk, which is an important source of food and meat. So animals that are reared can be used as food. Okay, this is the major point. Okay, this one. So our next topic is towards a settled life. It is very big chapter you have looking at, but it is very interesting chapter. Take interest in between. Okay, archaeologists have found traces of huts or houses at some sites, which shows the people have a stable life. Sorry. Bazaar in present-day Kashmir, people built pit houses which were dug into the ground. with the steps leading into them to provide shelter in cold weather. Okay. Cooking hurdles. Cooking hulls both inside and outside the huts depending on the weather were found. Neolithic tools have been found from many sites, mortars and pestles and used for grinding. Some of the tools were found made of bone. Many kinds of earthen pots for decoration. Okay. And for storing things have also been found. People also began weaving cloth using kinds of material. For example, cotton. They have also invented cotton. Cotton is very uh, easy to invent because it comes from a plant. A closer look to the living and dying in Mehergarh. And now one question puts, what is Mehergarh? So let's read about it. Located in the fertile plain near the Bolan Pass, which is one of the most important routes into Iran. Okay. One of the places where people learn to grow barley and wheat and rear sheep and goats for the first time in this area. Many animal bones were found here. Okay. Remains of square or rectangular house were also found. When people die, their relatives and friends pay respect to them. The dead person was buried with goats, which were probably meant to serve as food in the next years. Several burial sites have also been found at Mehergarh. So, oh now. So finally my chapter is finished. So thanks for watching. If you want to see my more videos, please subscribe and do not forget to press the bell icon and also share it. Stay safe, stay healthy. Bye bye.